Stay with it. You don't need to water it down. No one else has the same story.
Hapa ni museum na watembeza ni waonyesha moja kwa moja.
Stay with it, please.
Na kelele kidogo juu unajua mahali pa wazee wameishi miaka hizo zote, mizimu bado zipo. Kwa hivyo mkipiga kelele sana mtazingua mizimu. Alafu hapa ni kwa shimo, hebu angalieni, kumewashwa mpaka zile taa za kitambo chimuni. Huku kuna giza lakini vitu zote ni za kizamani kabisa. So angalia kimakini kabisa, kuna kitu unaweza angalia. Labda babu yako alikuwa mmoja wa hawa watu. Wow, my good people. This is another room full of tools, equipments that were used in ancient days. Guys, let's start here. These are tools. Let me show you just a little bit of it. Then there's someone who will explain it all into details because, guys, I'm sure I don't know about this. But just be patient. There's someone who will be explaining a tool by a tool. So just look at these tools, then I'll introduce someone to you who is here just to at least show us maybe the work of these tools. Jamani, yani nawaambieni kuna maneno. Kama hujatembea, fika hapa Coffee Museum. Hapa kuna mambo, kuna sijui ni shoka za zamani kabisa. Kuna vifaa ambazo nimewaambia zilitumika na wakina Yona. Kuna vitu za kushangaza hapa. Nitawaonyesha tu kiutaratibu. Alafu kuna jamaa hapa atakuja kutuelezea sana kwa kina na kwa kipana zaidi ili tujue. Labda my friend just move close and maybe just explain a little bit of it. Maybe we get us to understand what are these tools used for.
Yes. Now to the coffee lovers. You realize that when you're taking that coffee, be
Yes.
it whatever it is, cappuccino, flat white, you'll understand that coffee processing is a journey from the farm to the table.
Yes.
In the olden days, people used different instruments, be it preparing coffee before it gets to the table. Now, they used to roast the coffee, and you can see here different tools, and you realize that from one generation to the other, they kept on discovering types of tools that could make good and quality coffee beans, and thereafter coming up with good coffee that people drink and enjoy. You can see, for example, this tool,
Yes.
as compared to the rest, is different from the other. It tells you how mankind improvised ways for people or mankind to enjoy the coffee, and so they came up with ideas of making coffee a nice drink. So from that end to this end, and now from here, Cecilia will be able to explain a little bit more about the process of coffee.
Thank you so much. Hapa kuna vikombe, sijui ama ni vitu gani hivi. Kuna vikombe, kuna vifaa tu vya zamani Acha nazungushie kote. Alafu sasa kuna mmoja hapa, mwanadada mzuri sana hapa, atatuelezea hivi vitu vilitumika kwa namna gani, kwa sababu hawa wana historia. Haya ni maktaba ya zamani sana, wana historia ya hapa mahala pote. You just move close and maybe explain to us maybe what are all this and what are okay.
So this is the coffee. This is the mortar and the pester.
Yes.
So we use this for grinding the coffee beans.
Okay.
Make sure the coffee beans are fine.
Yes.
Grinded.
Yes.
And these were the cups that were used. So these were
In old days, yes.
Yes,
In those,
old days.
Yes.
So these are the coffee cups that were used. These ones are 8 ounce cups. The 4 ounce cups. And these were the pots that were used.
Yes.
These were the pots that were used to serve the coffee. These ones we used for storage, the coffee. Then we have the books that explain how the coffee is made. Then we have the coffee mix.
Coffee beans, yes.
Coffee beans and the grind size of the coffee. So this one is this size is coarse. The process that is used in making the coffee.
Yes.
So for this one, it's the natural process.
Yes.
So when you use the natural process, the mucilage and the color of the coffee remains. So for this one is the natural process. We use the natural process. Everything gets washed, but it's still good coffee. So when it comes to grinding, it depends on what you're going to use to make the coffee. So if it's V60 or Chemix, it depends on the method that you're going to use. So for Chemix,
Yes, maybe for those people who don't know what is V60, maybe kindly a little bit just elaborate on that. What is V60?
V60 is the manual brewing type of coffee.
Yes.
So if you're using V60, you have to use the medium size, medium fine coffee.
Yes.
So like this one, it's medium fine. It's grinded medium.
Thank you. Maybe. Alafu tutoke hapa. Hapa kuna kahawa. Watu wa kitambo sana. Hata unaona zile kofia wamevaa. Hawa walikuwa watu wa kukunywa kahawa sana. So this is how they used to process the coffee. Yeah, this is washed coffee. Then yellow honey coffee. We have red honey, natural. This is how coffee was processed.